rounds. Here's your tail of the tape for Rodolfo Vieira, who is 30, and Saparbek Safarov, who is 33. 1 inch, the discrepancy in height. Both fighters successfully making weight. Highlighted there for Safarov, who makes his middleweight debut, and it is the Russian who will have a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, back inside to the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 9 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachkala, Russia, Saparbek Safarov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record, 6 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, by way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Rodolfo Vieira. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog, our referee for this one of the best in the business. Rodolfo Vieira and Saparbek Safarov as Ariane gets us started for round 1. I just like Vieira's body for like a day to go to the beach. Just a day.
They cooked him in the same lab where they cooked Yoel Romero and Paulo Costa.
For the record, he did not look like this on Thursday. He was cutting weight. I'm like, man, I didn't know how big this guy was.
He cuts a tremendous amount of weight. I mean, we can't express enough how spectacular this man's jiu-jitsu career has been. 7-time world Abu Dhabi champion, 5-time Brazilian jiu-jitsu world champion, 2-time Pan Am champion. Just
insane.
Stud, a freak of nature.
When you talk about dudes that can grapple, man, you are talking about guys like Rodolfo Vieira.
And he's a rare combination of immense physical strength, but also spectacular technique.
The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo, and Vieira certainly has Las Vegas's respect. He is the biggest betting favorite tonight at -700 as he welcomes Safarov to this middleweight division.
And you talk about his physical strength, Joe. He said his biggest accomplishment in jiu-jitsu was winning the absolute division in 2011.
He got tagged.
He got hurt bad.
He got tagged.
Vieira on the
he got
retreat.
tagged. Good look. Oh my goodness.
How's that
Look
for
at
a
that.
takedown?
The beautiful wizard.
Nice wizard by Safarov. Oh, but he's going to have to defend these.
What about this guillotine?
I wouldn't even worry too much about this. Yeah, he's inside control. He needs to try to find a way back to his feet. You do not want to give up your back here.
Rodolfo on his back here. This is a terrible position for Safarov.
Safarov's doing a good job of keeping height. Height is going to win, but the more he starts to secure you, the worse it gets for you.
Look at the amazing job Vieira's doing of tangling up that right leg. Notice how when he went to his back, he extended that leg and used that butterfly hook to really extend and keep that leg out of play. So he couldn't stand up on it and get back to his feet and reverse the position.
And it looks like that kick maybe was what opened up Rodolfo.
Oh, look at this. They're telling
Hey, Safarov grabbed the glove.
Yeah.
He's holding the glove. But Safarov actually grabbed the fence multiple times in his last fight. So, I mean, this guy isn't not willing to do some things that stir the line a little bit if it's going to help him.
Well, I think he knows he's in deep trouble here with this guy on his back. This strangulation expert who's built like a Greek god.
Oh, this is not good.
This is terrible. But Safarov is a very accomplished submission artist himself. We should say that. He's a master of sport in combat sambo, master of sport in wrestling. So he's not unaccomplished on the ground.
Safarov actually has to give he has to go back to his back and give them out.
Yes.
Because right here, you just get pounded or the guy will eventually chase a submission. You cannot be flattened out on your belly. It's like you choose the best of 2 horrible positions.
Yeah, and he chose it right there. And now he's going to hang on as best he can. That's one place where his long arms do come into play.
He's got to watch his arm triangle, Joe.
Oh, huge.
Oh,
huge.
And
this is a strong guy like Vieira. This is his move. This is how he won his debut. That's it. He's tapping.
There's the tap. Rodolfo Vieira.
Different squeeze.
John, different level.
That's a different level squeeze.
And thankfully, after absorbing that serious damage, right, the eye completely closed, essentially. Nasty cut.
That's a terrible cut. Wow.
But Vieira once again able to make it a quick night at the office. Now it is time for Step Up with Boost Mobile.
once he was on the ground, once Vieira got him to the ground here on this big power double leg, ran him to the side of the octagon, lifts him, puts him down. He was just a step ahead the rest of the time. Eventually, he got to the back, and as we spoke about, John, he was just moving from position to position, and before Safarov realized what was happening, he had this arm triangle in, got his body off to the side, and once he's there, there's nothing to do. Safarov tries to tap once, and then eventually has to go and tap multiple times because it got so tight on him.
Well, some would suggest minus 700 for a reason. This just in, Rodolfo Vieira is a problem. He'll catch up with Joe Rogan after this as the prelims continue live on ESPN. In a matter of hours, 2 title fights on pay-per-view. Now, though, Bruce Buffer to make that last one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a head and arm choke, Rodolfo Vieira!
All right, I'm here with the winner, Rodolfo Vieira. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations on your victory, and not without some adversity in this fight. Your left eye completely swollen shut now. When did that take place? Do you remember what blow did that?
Parabéns, você superou alguma dificuldade nessa luta, seu olho esquerdo está bem fechado, você se lembra quando aconteceu?
Não consigo me lembrar agora. Eu só sabia que tinha acertado bem feio e fechado meu olho. E eu tinha que finalizar no primeiro round, porque ia ser difícil continuar o segundo sem uma vista, que eu não estou enxergando nada.
No, I don't know. I just know I got hit hard. I couldn't see anything. I knew I had ended in the first round because it would have been hard to continue the fight without being able to see out of my left eye.
Well, there was some beautiful work on the ground, and if you take a look at the big screen, you can talk us through this submission. You had his back, then once you had his back, he went to his back, and you mounted him, and then got this beautiful head and arm choke. This is 2 head and arm chokes in a row for you in the UFC. Is that your favorite ground position?
Você fez uma transição muito bonita, botou para baixo, ficou em cima, pegou as costas e foi o katagatame. É a segunda vez que você vence uma luta assim. Essa é uma das suas técnicas preferidas?
O jiu-jitsu está no meu sangue, é o que eu sei fazer de melhor. Eu ainda estou me adaptando ao MMA, ainda sou um iniciante, eu tenho consciência disso. Mas o katagatame é uma arma forte minha, é o que eu sempre treino todos os dias na academia. E é isso, a evolução não para e eu só estou começando.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu is in my blood. It's my strongest part of my game. I'm still a beginner at this game. And yeah, katagatame is one of my strongest positions. I train it a lot in training, use a lot in training.
Well, although you're fairly new to the UFC, you're one of the most exciting prospects in this division now. 7-0, 2 victories inside the UFC. Give us your thoughts on what caliber of competition you would like to face next.
Você é um grande prospecto, 7-0. Fala com a gente, o que você agora vê no seu futuro?
Eu acabei de fazer minha 7ª luta. E Dan White, pode me dar o número 50 da minha categoria que eu tô pronto.
Yeah, it's a 7-win. Then you can give me the 50th in my division. I'm ready for him.
Congratulations, sir. Rodolfo Vieira, ladies and gentlemen.
Rodolfo Vieira now 7-0, and the matchmakers don't figure to be getting too many calls for people lining up to fight that guy. DC working over.